Hey guys, Adam from 3GT again. We get a lot of people and notice a lot of people on range having trouble sort of finding their sights, especially guys using production optics guns, PDO type stuff, and even open guns with a red dot optic on them. So we were also over at TPC with the guys running courses and helping them out over there. We learn a lot about how we can get our sight alignment by feel rather than looking for the actual sights when the gun's up there. So with any sight picture, whether it's a typical open sights where we've got our rear sight and our front sight, we want to have that front sight pretty much in the center of the rear post here, and the top as well should be pretty much at the top. So we've got a nice balance between the front sight and the rear sight, from left to right. Your windage is correct, and that'll be accurate. But you've probably seen, if you've spent any time on range, you've seen a range of people, they'll usually like to go bowling. Or we've got our fishermen that like to go fishing. To get our sight alignment by feel, it's a really useful tip that we can do where we start when we're presented and come back to compressed ready. So once we've got our stance right, we've got our skeletal alignment, we've got our grip, we do everything we normally should do, high grip. Start with the gun out in front, head down behind the gun, and my sights are aligned on the target. So what I'm going to do is I've now got a sight picture that I'm happy with. I'm going to very slowly pull the gun back down to compressed ready. So now I'm watching the slide and keeping it pretty much parallel with the target to here. Now what will help me to retain my sight, notice the pattern, the trajectory of the barrel is still at my target, the orientation of the pistol. So as I present my firearm up onto the target, I've now got my first shot as soon as I present it. Some police agencies teach their officers or instruct officers to present in this way from the draw. I think it's a really great thing to do because you're already oriented towards a target. As long as we can keep our barrel and our slide in that same plane as we present, we can get our first shots away much faster. Some really good tools to enable us to do this. O-Light, there's a bunch of weapon lights you can get which attach to the PRL. I'll show you mine in a moment, where you can turn on the laser, oriented at the target. You don't need to practice with dry fire, with live fire. You can practice with dry fire to practice that sight alignment by feel. So once again, with the inert gun, from compressed ready, present the firearm up, get a sight picture as if you're about to fire, finger off the trigger, relax, bring the firearm back down. I'm looking at my slide. This is the speed we start at and we continue, and as we practice, we increase our speed. Finger on trigger, pull the shot. Let's try it live fire. So again, we're going to load and make ready. I'll do a practice round first so I can practice my drill. I've got an O-Light Balder 2 on this one with the green laser because I quite like the green laser with only the laser on. So I turn my laser on, I get a sight picture, see where my sight is going. Now I'm practicing finger off trigger. I'm now keeping the laser on the target as I bring it back, and that definitely enables me to understand what my muzzle is doing as I'm coming back to compressed ready. As I present my gun back up on target, I can pull my shot straight away. So now I'll load and make ready and show you what it looks like live. So I'm loaded, range is hot. So I've got a sight picture, pull the gun back nice and slow. I'm looking now at the top slide of the top of the slide of my gun, and now I'm also checking where the laser is on the target. So as I come up, I can see what happens to the laser. The laser doesn't move, and as soon as I've got a good sight picture, I can pull that shot. Reset the trigger, pull it back so I'm safe because I'm now technically on target, but I'm not aiming. This drill will help you to develop a great muscle memory. See, I dipped my gun then and I didn't even realize because I've got the laser on the target. So keeping the sights aligned on target, as soon as I get my sight on target, I can squeeze the shot away quite quick. So doing this drill is incredibly useful to see what happens to the muzzle when the shot goes off. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate your time and checking us out. If you've got any suggestions on what you'd like to see and get some tips, please feel free to send us an email, make a comment. Please like and subscribe, share, and follow us for some more good content. See you on the range. Cheers.